Zorhan Mamdani, Zoran Mandami, they're saying his name wrong because they're racist. How do I know that? Well, when it comes to other foreign names in politics, even other Arabic names, somehow right-wingers make a point to say them correctly. Think about Vivek or Buttigieg or other foreign names that they have no issue pronouncing. Buttigieg is even also an Arabic name, but because Pete is a white guy, they say it correctly. Now, the reason they mispronounce Zohran's name does have a legitimate origin in linguistics. When we encounter a word that we're not familiar with, which includes letter combinations that are difficult or we haven't pronounced before, we have a tendency to change them, flip the letters around, and linguists call this metathesis. You often see children do it when they say things like remember or mazagine or peschetti, etc. Sometimes these changes even become word changes. For example, in English, the reason we say the word ask is because it originally was axe, and axe is harder to say. So slowly the metathesis became formal. Even in Persian we have this. So for example, the word for flask in Persian is flux. But it does not affect names permanently because we have this idea that when it's a name, we should respect the person whose name it is enough to say it correctly and not change their name without their consent, so to speak. Now, I'm not saying anyone who says his name incorrectly the first time, second time, even third time is racist. Totally natural to mispronounce foreign names. But when people like Cuomo, Eric Adams, and even Sliwa say Zorhan time and time and time again, when I'm sure they've been corrected, when I'm sure they can make a point to just read his name out, it's written phonetically, when they're doing this over and over again, they're making a point. They're saying, you are foreign. You are not one of us. You are not worthy of respect. We could say, if it was broadly equally applied, that there is some equalness to it. So if every foreign name was mispronounced in America, we could say, all right, it's all in the same bucket. But why is it, again, when a white guy like Pete Buttigieg has an Arabic last name, Buttigieg, everyone says it correctly? How come they say Zach Galifianakis correctly? We say all the foreign names correctly, except when it's someone they don't like, except when it's someone who's new to America, except when it's someone who threatens them and they want to otherize them subtly, so they say their name Zorhan. And it's a genius move because it's so subtle, they can just feign ignorance. But we all know what they're doing. So whether or not you agree with Zohran's policies, let's make a point to say his name right, as he mentioned in a debate, and not be so racist, and include people and make them feel dignified by saying their name as they would want it said.